Hello and welcome to Foracer Ajira Track Guides. In the New Year's Eve of 1950, a sports car endurance race took place at an old Air Force base, which later became one of the toughest and most recognized endurance races in the world. The track became known as Sebring International Raceway, and it hosts a number of races throughout the year, mainly the 12 Hours of Sebring, but also other races, and it's the winter home for the well-known Skip Barber Racing School. The circuit has had its configuration changed a few times, but the most prominent feature has remained, the track surface. Even today parts of the tracks are made of concrete slabs, and the seams are anything but even. Almost every spot of the track is very bumpy, which limits the setup options quite severely. The cars need high downforce to have at least some grip, even though the track has a few long straights. Mechanically, the drivers can either have really soft suspension and compromise aerodynamic performance, or really stiff suspension to have good control of car ride height and keep the car from bottoming out in the bumps. Our driver for today is Max Delorco. Let's have him talk us through how to take the car around this challenge.
Hi guys, I am Max Delorco and this is Sebring. This track is a very bumpy track, so the setup is very important overall for the race distance. This is the main straight that will bring us on the first turn, a left-hander, very fast and very bumpy, so be careful on the exit overall, don't use much the curve. Then we arrive to the first chicane, very slow chicane, don't use much the curve because they are very high. For this left-hander, stay inside here and try to have a good traction for the big bend part of the track, this little straight that will bring us to the hairpin, probably the slowest turn of the track. Stay inside the curve, but don't use the terrain because it will let us oversteer easily. We arrive to the Fangio complex of the track, this straight that will be with us to the next turn, the Cunningham. Stay inside here and pay attention to the acceleration because the track is very slippery and it is easy to oversteer. We arrive to the tower turn, this bumpy turn with a non-friendly exit curve, so be careful also there. And we are in the Bishop complex, very fast complex with this right-hander, very fast. Don't use much the curve in both this turn because they are very slippery, this curve. And finally we are to the last turn, the Le Mans turn. Use all the curve on exit because it is very flat, and we are on the last straight that will bring us on the last turn, the Sunset Bend, a very fast turn, overall very bumpy in the end, so a good balance here is required. Pay attention on the exit and good luck for the race. See you on track.